In a serene village nestled between mist-covered mountains and lush forests, there lived an old monk named Koji. He was known throughout the region for his wisdom and inner peace. People would travel far and wide seeking his guidance, and many were intrigued by the wisdom he shared every morning. Koji had a unique practice that he followed diligently. Every morning, just as the first rays of the sun kissed the earth, he would stand in front of a small, ornate mirror in his humble cottage. With a calm and serene demeanor, he would softly speak 5 lines to his reflection. These lines were not grand or elaborate, but they held profound meaning. 1. Embrace each breath as a gift, for in each inhale and exhale, life unfolds anew. 2. Let go of yesterday's burdens, for today's journey is lighter without their weight. 3. Your heart is a garden. Tend to it with love, and compassion will bloom. 4. In stillness, find your strength. In silence, hear the universe's secrets. 5. Walk the path of gratitude, and abundance will follow you like a loyal shadow. The villagers often wondered why Koji repeated these lines daily, believing them to be too simple to hold any substantial power. Yet, they couldn't deny the serenity that radiated from him. His eyes held a depth of tranquility that seemed to reflect the universe itself. One day, a troubled young man named Ryu arrived in the village. He had heard of Koji's wisdom and sought his guidance, burdened by the complexities of his own thoughts. Koji welcomed Ryu into his cottage, and as dawn approached, Ryu watched in curiosity as Koji stood before the mirror. After Koji spoke the 5 lines, Ryu couldn't help but ask, "Master, are those lines a secret to unlocking happiness and peace?" Koji smiled warmly, his eyes carrying a lifetime of understanding. "These lines are not a secret, my dear Ryu. They are reminders like ripples in a pond, echoing the wisdom of existence. When you speak them to yourself, you invite their essence into your heart." Ryu was intrigued but unsure. Could these simple lines truly make a difference in his life? With Koji's encouragement, Ryu decided to try the practice for himself. Each morning, he stood before the mirror and softly repeated the lines, letting their meanings seep into his soul. Days turned into weeks, and Ryu noticed a subtle change within himself. He felt less burdened by regrets of the past, and less anxious about the uncertainties of the future. He began to find joy in the present moment, and started treating himself and others with greater kindness. One morning, as Ryu stood before the mirror, he saw his reflection shimmer, and for a fleeting moment, it felt like the universe itself was whispering its secrets to him. In that instant, he understood the depth of Koji's practice. It wasn't about reciting lines. It was about opening his heart to the wisdom within and around him. With time, Ryu's transformation became evident to all who knew him. His presence radiated a calm and peaceful energy, much like Koji's. People would come to him seeking advice, and Ryu would often share the same 5 lines that had guided him on his journey. And so, the practice of speaking 5 lines to oneself every morning spread throughout the village and beyond. The wisdom of those simple lines touched countless lives, transforming turmoil into tranquility and confusion into clarity. As the years passed, Ryu continued to practice the ritual, passing it down to the next generation. And each dawn, as the sun painted the sky with hues of gold and pink, the villagers would remember the humble monk Koji and the timeless wisdom that had blossomed from his whispers.